This is Carla Alexander here. I'm taking full advantage of the natural outside light. Natural light is beautiful. I love it. Okay, so I said that I was going to start with responding via videos to certain comments. And I'm going to start as far back as 3 months ago because with the amount of comments that I have on this, I'd be here forever. But if there's something you would like to ask, or if there's a comment that you had made previously that you want me to address, then leave me a comment. Let me know where to look, or if you just want to tell me again what the comment is, then I can address it, at that time. So I am going to address Iris Hango. This is what she wrote me. Thank you, girls, so much for this video. It really helped. I'm 22 years old, and I was seeing this man for months knowing he had a girlfriend. I think I stayed with him because I was incredibly lonely and desperate for love and attention. It was just sex for him, but for those few moments made me feel less alone, which I deeply regret, and I hurt myself. I would go into his house and I'd see her clothes and shoes and toiletries. He would kick me out early mornings. I regret everything. I deserve so much better. I tried leaving him several times and I just kept coming back. I left him for good. I still feel lonely, but feel much better than when I was with him. I felt used and alone. I'm glad that you finally saw your true worth. It is very, very hard when you're lonely. And I understand that feeling. I understand that need to fill that void. But what I learned for myself, and the reason why I would always seek men who were unavailable, it was because it wasn't necessarily loneliness that I was trying to fill. I was never lonely. I wasn't. But it was that process, that thought process that I had coming up as a little girl, when my father would always make me feel like I had to compete for his affection. You know, it's something to be said when your own dad tells you that he couldn't love you because you look too much like your mom. That stuck with me, caused a lot of trauma, because then I put myself into a mode where I had to prove myself beyond the fact that maybe I wasn't pretty enough, or maybe I wasn't light enough for him, or maybe because my nose is too big like my mom's was. The fact is, I had to put myself in the position to really earn his love and to earn his respect. And I took that and I manifested that right into my first relationship, who happened to be a narcissistic abuser. So that didn't help my self esteem at all. But once I realized where the need to compete came from, and I understood that I didn't have to compete, that's when everything else kind of fell into place. You feel me? So if you don't want to make the same mistake, you have to really get into yourself to figure out why. Why do I feel this need all the time? Like, for some people, it's why do I have to have sex all the time with everybody? What am I missing? So it's the same thing in this particular instance. Why do I constantly deal with men who have girlfriends? And I realize it's because I'm never pushing to be number one. I'm never trying to knock anybody out the box. I'm just trying to have a better box. You get what I'm saying? I just wanted to be the preferred choice. That was enough for me. And that's what I came up with. It's the truth. It hurt my feelings badly to have to come up to that kind of recollection about myself, but I did. Because the only way I was going to break this invisible chain I have around me that keeps attracting all kind of unavailable men, if I was going to break that, I had to look at myself. And I had to really acknowledge the painstaking reality was that I actually have trauma as a child. And I'm not okay. So once I realized that I wasn't okay, I was able to build from there. And once I built from there, honey, I haven't looked back. I haven't even so much has entertained anybody else that's unavailable. I'm not interested on any, I don't, because I don't need to compete anymore. And as far as that loneliness goes, once you really tap into who you are, to find out why you settled for being second, and you recognize that trauma, or those bad memories, and you say, okay, I see you, I recognize you, it's a whole lot easier to be able to let it go and know that you deserve love. You deserve to be number one in somebody's life. You deserve to be somebody's wife that has a husband that will adore you from the moment you wake up until you go to bed. And that's what we're all aiming for. Are we going to get it? Who knows? But much love to you, Queen. I'm proud of you. Yo, stay strong.